Namaskar, greetings, gratitude. Today, on the hot seat with me is Miss Neena Mathews. Ma'am is a founder of Mind&Me and co-founder of AIEF, All India Educators Forum. I welcome you, Neena ma'am, on Star Talks,
Good morning,
episode
Preeti
number
ma'am.
22. Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this invitation, the opportunity, and I'm really delighted to be here with you as always in line and online, both out of online also.
Absolutely. I also look forward to meeting you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Ma'am, I'm very curious about Mind and Me. What is this Mind and Me? Please let me know.
Mind and Me was started in 2016 when I left my job, resigned from my job, and started this learning center for children. And now it has grown to be a space for conversations, questions and conversations for children, where we have open conversations based on questions that were thought about for a long time, researched, and we have realized that it is from those conversations that learning happens, reading habits take place, questioning takes place, curiosity, creativity, everything is based on, I mean, it comes into that conversation. And from there, we take and move forward for the class of the day. So that is Mind and Me, where the children come. And they have a lot of fun along with all this.
Beautiful. So beautiful, ma'am. And ma'am, you are wearing so many hats. You are a presenter at All India Radio. You are a vice president in some community and a secretary in another community, and you are a soft skill trainer. How are you wearing so many caps? And which is your favorite role, if I may ask?
Ma'am, I believe in growth. And I feel that a person is born in a, like, we are all born the same, almost, yes. But it is up to us how we grow, how we get those skills and keep improving upon ourselves and keep evolving. So that's the motto of my life. And if you happen to ask the people who know me right from childhood or maybe the school timing, I have not been the same person because I have worked upon myself. There was a time when I couldn't, maybe speak a word of English or speak a word of another language, but I have honed those skills. I have worked upon it, and which is showing, and I'm reaping the benefits now, and I'm
Absolutely.
enjoying it.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. That's all visible. I mean, you've shared it today, but it was, I mean, nobody can think about it. Yes,
Hmm.
skills can be learned.
Yeah, and
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 ma'am,
the one of
yeah,
my coming to your question, the favorite role is being with the children.
so
That
sweet.
is my favorite role among all the roles that I have. Yes. That gives me immense joy. I don't even come to know of the time spent with them. Like, I just don't realize that, oh, this much time. They also don't realize. In that space, we don't, time is not a factor. So I think when you are doing something where time is not a factor and you're enjoying it completely, you're not, continuously looking at the watch or the clock. I think that's the most enjoyable task you can ever do.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. And it also fascinates me that you are the presenter at the All India Radio. And how did that happen, ma'am?
Ma'am, there was a time, it's not that right from school or when I was in college, I want to become a teacher. It wasn't like that. There was somewhere in the mind that, okay, had I tried media? it would have been great or something like that, while I'm enjoying my teaching. It's not that I'm not enjoying, but somewhere in the back of the mind, even teachers have that. Yes. So it was there, and my younger sister, she was already there in Yuvani, and then she moved on to presenting in the news, and she became a newsreader. And I happened to ask her that if there is anything coming up for newsreaders, let me know because I'm interested. So that's how she told me about this site and told me about the vacancy. And then I filled up the form, but the procedure was really tough, as in, there is an exam or entrance exam to be given. Then there is voice interview, there is group interview, then there is face to face, I mean, proper, the final interview. And then I just got selected. I'm lucky.
No.
Yeah.
Lucky,
So
yes.
that's so
You
that
are
that
hardworking. Good, 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 ma'am. Ma'am, you are a communication coach as well. So, what do you think is the biggest barrier you can say for effective communication? Why do people struggle with communication? What do you feel?
I think the biggest barrier for communication is not being able to listen to the other person. And active listening is missing. No one is getting into a conversation. I think people are losing patience. Who is to be blamed? I don't know, whether it's the gadget or the social media or the quick gratifications that we are used to. We need quick results, we need quick answers. We are not patient enough to be sitting and listening to someone's story just like this. That is the biggest barrier. I think if we give ourselves the time to listen actively and be involved in that conversation fully, that is automatically going to improve our conversation skills. And we need to not wait for opportunities. I'll say I'm lucky to be invited by you over here to have a conversation. But we needn't wait for opportunities. The opportunity, we are living beings, right? We get opportunities wherever we go. We are walking on the road, we'll find someone. We go to the park, we'll find someone we know. Why don't you strike a conversation? Make an eye contact, develop your tonality, and because this is real time practice. Communication will not come by joining a course. You need to have real time conversations, and that's what Mind&Me is all about. That's missing everywhere, ma'am. I'm seeing children. It's disheartening to see children glued to a screen. It's really disheartening, and it affects their brain. So I think that's the biggest barrier. We need to come out of it and just initiate conversations. And if you don't have things to initiate a conversation, well, we have something coming up, a book of questions, which will initiate those conversations, definitely, because I've been practicing it, I've been seeing the results in the children, and it's just amazing.
Wonderful, ma'am. Yes, active listening is required.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am. And ma'am, what is Nina, ma'am, in one word?
evolving.
And what is life for Nina, ma'am?
Life for me is a practice. What you practice, you become. If you practice laziness, if you practice thoughts which are not needed or words which are not needed, your vocabulary is a practice, your daily life is a practice, whether you want to do exercise or not, it's a practice. It's the choices that you have. So choices and practice, I would say. That's what life is about.
Absolutely wonderful, ma'am. And ma'am, what is that one thing that you cannot do without each morning?
Every morning, ma'am, when I have always said this since the past, I don't know how many years, but it's the same thing. I touch the feet on the ground and I am grateful for that. And I just say, God, thank you for giving me this day with great health for myself. That gratitude I have for my health always. So that is one thing that I have to, I say a short prayer also. So the communities that I'm involved with, which you mentioned in the beginning, that is those are the church communities, and that the church community also has helped me to grow a lot, and I'm really grateful for that. And I definitely I say my prayers daily.
So beautiful, very beautiful. Any advice coming from you for the community, ma'am, regarding communication? You've already said the other, as a soft skill trainer, what advice do you have for the people?
Live openly and don't be dragged into the chaos of others. By chaos, I mean it might be chaos for me, might not be chaos for them. For example, um, what's chaos for the fly is okay for the spider. It's how you perceive it and how you decide to lead your life. The choice is yours always. So go ahead with the perceptions, be confident, and stay away from gadgets, I would say. But we are in a world where you cannot do without completely, it cannot be done away with it. We cannot do away with it because right now also we are having this conversation and it's going to reach people, and it's through this media that we are being able to do that. So we cannot say that social media is, but the limited time that we use, that balance and the choices that we make for a purposeful life is what you need to focus on.
We need to have our clear purpose, clear
Yes,
meaning to our life.
ma'am.
Definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming to the Star Talks and having a lovely chat with us. Thank you. So, we've started a new week today. And thank you, dear audience. I'm so glad that you are here today with us and listening to Neena ma'am, which was a real delight conversation. Tomorrow again, I will come back with another personality who has inspired my life.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Preeti ma'am. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts with you. I am really honored. Thank
My,
you.
my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you. Good.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.